Hey everyone, Tyson the Subaru Specialist from Subaru Prince George here. Today we're taking a look at the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Touring in the pure red. Touring is one step up from the convenience, one step underneath the Onyx. Mid-level trim in that beautiful, bright, pure red. We don't get on a whole bunch of cars in our lineup, unfortunately. With the Crosstrek, I do find it's less of a red vehicle and more of a red and black vehicle with that cladding, but it definitely stands out. It catches your eye. So 24 Crosstrek got a redesign, an update, increased torsional rigidity on the SGP, the Subaru Global Platform, which results in a better ride and the ability to take harder impacts. But at the front, noticeably different front end on this. Different grille, hexagonal, honeycomb shape. Off of the logo, we've got those gray metallic wings tying into your smaller, more aggressively styled LED steering responsive headlights. All of the Crosstrek headlights are LEDs this year. We have fog lights that are also LEDs. No cap around them like you see on the Onyx and the Limited. It's just part of the cladding, which is very, very nice. And you do get that aggressive C-cut style channel on the sides, as to that more aggressive forward look on the Crosstreks. They've updated the EyeSight on the Crosstreks. You now get the two standard EyeSight cameras along with that third middle wide angle mono camera. They've really changed the EyeSight and how it performs. It's much better than the previous gen. Not that the previous gen was bad, this is just significantly better. Cladding around the wheels, that's an area that gets beat up by rock chips on lots of other vehicles. So they've protected it with plastic. We have functional vents. Got these 17-inch aluminum alloy wheels with the machined alloy face. A little bit different than the pure black wheels you see on the convenience. We get the gray painted mirror caps along with your integrated turn signal. Check out that side profile. It's very, very sporty, especially when you have it side by side with a previous gen Crosstrek. It really accentuates how different it is. We've got the new style roof rails, a little bit thicker, got that snub nose. You can try to fit your previous gen crossbars on them, but it's not a guarantee they'll fit correctly. My favorite view of the Crosstrek is the rear 3/4 view. And I really like these new tail lights that Subaru's put on this. This black and red, I think, really ties in really, really nicely with the pure red Touring here. Redesigned rear bumper, functional vent in the rear, just like the WRX reflector, and you do kind of have a diffuser built in there, which is quite nice. It is a very attractive looking rear end on these new Crosstreks. Right between these two stars, little rubber switch, that's where you open it. Backup camera with its own washer, I'll show you that. And there is a lot of room in the rear of the Crosstrek behind the second row. Way more room than people actually expect there to be. We do have a nice halogen cargo light. That will shut off when I close the hatch. Cup holders. Yes, that's actually what Subaru calls them. They're cup holders. We've got these hooks. The top two are grocery bag hooks, and the bottom two, along with the top two, you can tie a cargo net accessory in there in addition to tying them in here to the nice hard mount physical tie downs up front. We have this nice little mountain motif along with a little Crosstrek. They've done some nice little touches to the new Crosstreks. Pull down handle. Yeah, look at that red. In the sun, it really, really stands out. I'll give you that side profile again. You have 8.7 inches of minimum ground clearance, and of course, Subaru full-time symmetrical all-wheel drive. I'll show you under the hood later, but it is the 2-liter 4-cylinder in the Touring. Second row, you've got excellent headroom, excellent legroom. Taller folks will appreciate this. Now, this is a step up. This is premium cloth, a step up from the convenience cloth. And it is this dark / light gray two-tone with a little bit of green in the, I can't call them perforations, but in the fabric. We do have fold-down armrests with integrated cup holders. And on the back of the front passenger seat, we have a map back pocket, only on the back of the rear passenger, or the front passenger, not on the back of the driver. This is textured, and this is designed to be a step if you're loading something on crossbars up here. So instead of standing on the tire, which is recessed inside the fender, you get a much better purchase standing there and reaching up. That little black piece of plastic there is what this silver bar ties into, and that's an additional side impact crash safety bar. So it goes through the door and stops intrusion into the passenger area in the event of an accident. On the door card, soft touch, power window. This is hard touch plastics. We have a bottle holder with additional storage. And if you need it, child lock. Now you do have to do the child lock on both doors. It's not tied together, just so you're aware. With it being a proximity key, key is in my pocket, it has to be within 46 inches, and to lock it, we just touch these lines. It makes an audible and these flash. Now to unlock it, same thing, key within 46 inches, hand in, and it unlocks. One of the most convenient features ever. Front door card looks very, very similar to that of the rear door card, except this is all soft touch fabric, carpet. This is soft touch as well. Window lock, all 4 power windows, our power mirror adjustment. We have our bottle holder along with a little bit more storage. The front seat has been redesigned this year. Subaru did a lot of research, and these front seats are designed to reduce fatigue on longer drives. Same material, a little bit more bolstering, a little bit more HD foams. Overall, a very, very comfortable seat. If you drive a current gen Crosstrek or previous gen Crosstrek, 2023 to 2018, come sit in a new one. Tell me you don't notice the difference. I'd be shocked if you didn't. Height adjustable on a pump system. Pump it down to lower it, pump it up to raise it. Seat back adjustments right there. Faux carbon fiber trim. They've gotten rid of the buttons here except for the scroll wheel for the brightness of your gauges. And then down here is your hood release. So under the hood, it's a 2-liter 4-cylinder boxer engine producing 152 horsepower. So to open this, face the Subaru logo, hand into the right of the Subaru logo, in facing down, pull from right to left, and there you go. Looks very similar to all Subaru engines except for the turbocharged ones. Anything in yellow is what the average consumer is going to touch. Dipstick, coolant, oil, right next to the top mount oil filter, washer fluid, easy access to your battery, has a nice positive battery post cover, and brake fluid up there. And 152 horsepower is more than adequate for the majority of people out there. And in this vehicle, it's pretty peppy. Go inside. And just with the way I'm facing, there's going to be some glare, so I'm going to pause this, move it, we'll be right back. So here we are on the inside of the 2024 Crosstrek. Steering wheel adjustment, should you need it. Bottom left of the steering column, and that is telescopic in addition to tilt. So you get to adjust it for drivers of varying heights, arm lengths, and leg lengths, depending how you like to sit. It's push button start, so the key is in my pocket. Foot goes on the brake, the light goes green. Green means go. Everything comes to life. So steering wheel controls, this can be a little overwhelming at first if you're not used to it or if you're coming out of an older vehicle. There's a lot going on here. Left-hand side, we've got our volume toggle left to right. Used to be this on the previous gen, it's left to right. This now toggles our small little center display that gives us different information depending what you want to look at. We've got accept phone call, hang up or decline, and issue voice command or access Siri with Apple CarPlay. We can switch music sources from AM to FM to satellite to USB to auxiliary, etc. Switch between presets. They've gotten rid of the buttons that they had here on the previous one, and they're in here. Right hand side, we have our adaptive cruise control and our lane centering. Now both of those systems use the 3-color EyeSight cameras that we showed earlier, or that I pointed out earlier. So when I turn on cruise, I get an image of the Crosstrek there, shows 4 bars ahead of it, all the way down to 1. The bars are the follow distance behind the vehicle ahead of you that you'll follow at if you catch up while using cruise control. Great feature, love it for longer drives. Lane centering, off, on, that's that little icon there. So above 60 kilometers an hour, if the cameras can see the road lines, they'll illuminate white on whichever side it can see. Those gray lines become white, and it will actually give you gentle steering input to keep you in the center of your lane. Easy to overpower if you have to dodge something, but it does make you way less fatigued at the end of a long day of driving. Great feature for highway driving. Sport and intelligent drive modes. Sport's more spirited, go faster sooner. Intelligence what it defaults to and is the more efficient. Heated wheel, which is great. We've got heat here to here. It does not heat up here, but it gets absolutely cooking. It's up to something like 40 degrees Celsius. We have our paddles, upshift and downshift. Even with the automatic CVT, you can manually select your own gears. You don't ride your brakes going downhill. Big 11.6 inch infotainment system. They've broken it into 3 portions. This was borrowed from the Outback, Legacy, and Ascent. So top portion, we have what we're listening to. We've got gauges or widgets, whatever you'd like to call them. And you just click and replace whichever one you'd like. And I always put those 3 for my clients, as that's what the majority of people want. Got weather, that's part of the 3-month trial of the satellite radio that you get. And we got X mode. X mode is like 4x4 low on a pickup for extreme rough road, off-road use. Main portion of the screen, we've got home screen, which is the little Monopoly house. Radio, AM, FM, Sirius satellite radio. Media would be USB or Bluetooth or aux. Phone allows you to hook your phone up to Bluetooth. Going to apps, you get wireless, Android Auto, and Apple CarPlay. Access to the My Subaru app after the vehicle's registered in your name. Car info allows you to see driving statistics, set maintenance reminders, turn off the display if you're not a fan of it. Auto vehicle hold and vehicle dynamics control. So traction control, that's a brake holder for construction drive-through and rush hour traffic. In reverse, backup camera automatically comes up, shows you the top of the bumper so you have something to relate to, and you can clean the backup camera from inside, which is so handy. Best thing ever up here in the winters. Bottom portion, we've got home. We have the ability to turn off the auto start stop. You've got vehicle controls, driving assistance controls that you can change, more settings. You can hook up additional phones, set driver profiles, which I personally don't see the value to, but if you use the driver profiles, please put it in the comments. Let me know why you like them and what you like about it. Bottom portion, climate control. We've got physical buttons on either side, and it is dual zone, so you and your passenger are going to have 2 separate temperatures. Goes up in 0.5 degree increments. We can shut off the climate to the entire cab and just focus on the front, or have it on all. The other way to adjust the temperature, click it, and just drag or click. Easy to sync it back to just driver controlled. Control where I want my airflow, control if I want recirc, AC if I want max AC, or if I just want to set it to full auto, which I don't want to do right now. Big buttons for your fan, hard to miss them. AC, you can turn off the AC if you don't like it. Now, what you'll notice, if you've watched any of my videos about Outbacks, Legacies, and Ascents, the heated seat switches are there and there. Subaru left the physical switches, which I really like. I like the physical switches. I think those are great. Only drawback to them being physical is you can't turn on the heated seats from the remote start app. You just have to leave them on. And if you forget to, they can't come on. Whereas if they're in the screen, you can control them from your app. That's about the only downside I can see. I like the physical switches. We've got little phone storage area here. We have USBs, A, C, and aux for music. Automatic CVT with the ability to go into manual mode, and that's where you use the paddles. Top shift or downshift. I used it for downshifting to save my brakes on big hills. We've got a parking brake. You pull up to engage. If your foot's on the brake and you push down, it doesn't turn off, and it says depress the brake. Foot on the brake and push down, and it comes off. We've got these nice offset cup holders. I think that the placement of these cup holders is better than the previous gen. We do get this cool little drink raiser, 12-volt outlet, heated seats as I'd mentioned previously, and then we have a little bit of storage. And then in this center console, it's a lot of storage. There's no power points in there, but there is a place to run cord. So if you have something in there, battery or something like that, portable phone charger, you can put it in there and run your cord out and not crush it when you have things pushed down. Up top, we have SOS and Concierge. That's part of the 3-year trial to the My Subaru Connected services you get with most new Subarus. SOS gets you help. Blue gets you help for roadside. Map lights. We have sunglass storage. vanity mirror. And we can fold that across and extend that if the sun's at our left or right, which is very, very handy for people who sit a little further back in their seat. So that is a quick look around the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Touring in the pure red. I'll give you guys this quick 360-degree walk around of this pure red Crosstrek. Really stands out. That red is amazing. Justice isn't done on the camera for this color. If you have the chance to check one out in person, I do recommend it. Even if you're not a red fan, I think it's a beautiful color. Thank you for watching my quick walkthrough of the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Touring. If you have any questions about that Crosstrek, any of the tech in it, any of the vehicles in our lineup or tech in our lineup, please put it in the comments below. I'm always looking to answer you guys' questions. And if there's something you want to see in a future video, please put it down there as well. I'm always looking to make you guys new videos. So thank you very much for watching. I'm Tyson, the Subaru Specialist from Subaru Prince George. We'll talk soon.